Gather round. I smell orders.
Welcome to a 4v4 on Lanzerath Ambush? Yes, Lanzerath Ambush. This game is going to be quadruple US against pretty mixed Oster, or pretty mixed Axis. 2 Oster, 2 over Corinna West. We've got a lot of rear echelon troops over here. And double rear echelon troop start, assault engineer start. Probably the most varied US forces starts I've ever seen, in fact. 3 rear echelon troops, fuel cache riflemen, 2 rear echelon troops riflemen, into vet riflemen, and assault engineers. And then an ambulance. Basically, this is the weirdest US start I've ever seen in a 4v4. But I guess if you can't experiment in a 4v4, where can you experiment? Meanwhile, left we've got Grenadiers MG, Kubelwagen Volksgrenadiers, Sternpios, double MG. Pretty weird, actually, on both sides. But okay, whatever. First engagement happening over here. Looks like it will go to Old Arch 666. We've got Fake John Wayne, Old Arch 666, Barbecue, and Lonians versus Lethargic Dolt, Citrus, XternalTacticalMonkey, and Helmet Hawk. So, here we go. Sternpio is going to force away that rear echelon troop squad, and it would seem that the 3 rear echelon troop opening is not that good. Not working very well. 3 rear echelon troops into fighting position and ambulance. Clearly needs work. Man, I feel like this team must be coordinated or something because they built a ton of fuel caches, which makes sense to do in 4v4. By all means, I'm not saying now is a bad idea. I'm just, I don't know, they seem to have, I think, maybe coordinated that effort. I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't change overlays. Whoops.
Waiting for orders.
Assault engineers push away a force there. Sternpios just wiped the rear echelons inside that fighting position, leaving that ambulance a little bit vulnerable. He finally made a rifle squad. That 3-minute rifle rush. Assault engineers are gonna get wiped. Maybe. No, there they go. Retreating. Riflemen in red cover against these grenadiers, also gonna have to retreat. Not a very good engagement for Helmet Hawk. Let's get everything out of there. Those rear echelons are not gonna do much better against double Sturms. Allies briefly hold these 2 VPs, and they are going to see a pretty big fuel income. 41 fuel coming in because of all their fuel caches. Clearly they're suffering in all early engagements because of either weird build decisions or just massive cache spam, so they're kind of getting pushed off the map a little bit, but they should have a ton of light vehicles like any second. Assuming that's the route they choose to go. XternalTacticalMonkey has not purchased an officer at all. Helmet Hawk hasn't either, I don't think. Lethargic Dolt and Citrus look like they have, though. They're not on the field yet, though. And I can't see them in progress because the observer mode UI is so bad. There's so many things I would change or fix about observer mode, but I realize that that's probably I'm like probably one of the few people that actually uses observer mode more than I play the game. So I can understand why they should probably focus on trying to fix the game first, but yeah, observer mode needs work. It really does.
Build complete! Find cover! You've got a captain in the field.
Rifle grenade into the trench does some damage to these guys. That squad might have to retreat soon, although the MG34 comes quite, or MG42 comes quite close to getting wiped there by those rear echelons. Should be able to get away though. Grenadiers disengage from these rifles, try and push away those rear echelons. Meanwhile, here for the center, gonna see 2 Grenadier squads throwing up a bunker in the road. MG42 tried to push away that rifle squad, should be pretty successful, but that fighting position needs to get cleared up if they're gonna retake control of this victory point.
Contact! MG42! Fighting position machine gun is in place. Frag grenades now available for action.
Rear echelon troops taking control of this general area over here on the left side. Fighting position over here has an MG upgrade now, so will be able to prevent any further advances by Volksgrenadiers that direction. Rear echelon troops should repair that ambulance.
HMG are
Kind of
available
low.
for paradrop.
Clock is currently stopped as nobody holds the center VP. MG-42 protecting the capture circle here and fighting position protecting it from the other end. And nobody can capture it safely without smoke or just staying in the fog of war. I think the American players should be able to get this captured. MG-42 does not have vision. 2 trucks right here, Battle Group Headquarters and Mechanized Regiment HQ. Volksgrenadiers are going to reinforce by that. Another battle group over here as well. No second tech yet from Old Arch 666. Two engaging against riflemen here in the middle. Volksgrenadiers move to push away the lieutenant there on the left side VP. These squads engaging against Volksgrenadiers. The engagement for the center doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere. This bunker gets charged by a captain. 3 squads of infantry moving to support in this charge. Bazookas are definitely going to take that down, but the captain might get wiped. And there goes the captain. Bunker is destroyed though. Assault engineers moving up into green cover to fire on these pios are definitely going to force that retreat easily. And they're dead, so much for them. Scout car slowly working on riflemen in this trench, but the autocannon isn't really making any progress. Needs a mortar or flamethrowers or something to push that away. And a Stuart's on the field and making its way to the right side to push away that scout car. Huge cluster of Axis troops over here should be able to win the rest of this engagement against that lieutenant and bazooka rifleman squad. And the left side victory point has fallen completely into Axis control. Squad wipe inside the fighting position. That's probably going to get destroyed as well. 222 does get killed by the Stuart. And everything's going to have to retreat away from that Stuart. There is an AT gun back here. Wow, that's a really defensive bunker position. But the positioning of that AT gun will kill that Stuart. Dead Stuart. Pathfinders and paratroopers advancing up the left side are going to throw a demo charge on this truck. I don't know if he has very realistic odds of being able to destroy that truck, though. It's going to take, I believe, 3 demo charges. And that's going to take a long time. Full retreat by all of these infantry means that the engagement will go. Oh, that grenade. Oh my god, that grenade! Wow! I don't think I've ever seen a grenade that good before. 14 kill grenade right there. My god. The carnage. Man, imagine if he had planted the demo charge right there. Like, timed perfectly on that retreat. That could have been devastating. Nice. It's cold. Well, other than that engagement, things seem to be pretty quiet. Allies have pretty good victory point control right now. They could probably take control of the left side since red player made a full retreat. Has to do a lot of reinforcement. I don't think he lost any full squads despite how awesome that grenade was. Puma on the field for him. Some more AT guns, Pios, machine guns, just various stuff making its way to the front lines for the Axis. On the Allied side of things, I see 1 Sherman. I see 2 Shermans actually. Lots of infantry. So, Axis need to try and make a play for VPs. They're in a pretty strong position, honestly. As long as they hold 1 VP in their half of the map, they're in a pretty okay spot. Looks like the Allies are going to overextend a little bit over there on the right side, but they do have a lot of forces for that engagement. Sherman moving up to try and destroy this bunker. There's 1 AT gun available to counter this assault. big Panzerschreck blob could move to assist. Looks like it's on its way, but they have to blow up some barbed wire or make a really deep flank. But they're going to get headed off by this blob of infantry if they try. Bunker does suppress the entire blob, but the Sherman is pretty much uncountered over here right now. He needs to Faust it and get his engine damaged. Big grenade to try and clear the AT gun. Still has a few guys remaining, and it looks like full retreat by the Allies here. Panzerschrecks are gonna kill that Sherman if it doesn't get out of here. Sherman dead. Okay, well, that engagement didn't go very well for the Allies. And yeah, I kind of didn't think it was going to. Bit of an overextension. They should probably just work their VP here and then rotate to other fronts that need assistance as necessary. In particular, this left side VP needs to get taken at some point. Turnpiles in open ground against infantry and cover. Gonna bleed really, really expensively. Should not have done that. They're forced to retreat.
Under fire! We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Ostwind on the field. I guess he doesn't want to run over his barbed wire though, so he's just gonna hover over here. Sherman heading right. Try and counter that Ostwind. Switches to armor piercing rounds. Gets a pretty good shot off. Ostwind should reposition to safety. Sherman pursuing. There are Panzerschrecks available to protect over here, and Panzerfaust. That Ostwind needs to keep fleeing, though. It's just standing there. Pops smoke. There's a big Panzerfaust and crush, but I think that Sherman is dead. Another Sherman destroyed in an overextension towards the right side, although Allied Sherman production is going to be pretty fast. Two more where that came from. Axis still haven't even made an attempt for the center VP or the right side VP. Ostwind has pulled all the way back to the base for some repairs. Rear echelon troops making a play for the left side. Turnpiles retreating over there. Panzerschrecks blobbed against those Shermans are not engaging very well. That's two wipes if that squad doesn't retreat. Okay, so much for those. Oh my god, it's gonna be 3 wipes. That was a terrible engagement. 3 Volksgrenadier squads wiped. Stuka bombarding this area might hit some stuff. No, it just hits all the trees. I don't even know what that was aimed at. Apparently Stuka rockets can explode on the very tip top of these trees, and the trees are fine. Just like in real World War II. Oh yeah, let's see if music works this time. I don't know. It's probably not going to, but here, let's give it a shot. Kenwerfer? No. Panzerschreck squad on both flanks of that Sherman do heavy damage and the AT gun destroys it. Grenade into the bunker wipes that squad though. This is a huge push by these forces onto this Axis defensive position. I don't think it's going to hold this time. Allies are just fielding way too much firepower here. Rifle grenade is way off target. Bazookas and Panzer Shreks could probably DPS this bunker down if they could just get behind it. Where was the smoke grenade? Somebody used some smoke. Wow, and 5 riflemen are forced to retreat by 1 machine gun bunker because nobody thought to fire any smoke. LMG grens inside that forest path were forced to full retreat. Oh, there's the white phosphorus, okay. Not that they should be white phosphorus smoking that bunker under any circumstances, because they can't advance through their own white phosphorus either. So that could have gone better. Man, the Volksgrenadier blobs are so real this game. Come on, Axis. Show me some attempt at utilization of cover and, you know, spreading out. To avoid getting forced all the way back to your base and losing your whole army to 1 grenade.
Pioneers have finished.
Sherman's gonna die sitting in front of this Panzer Shrek blob, I think. Shouldn't have retreated that squad. It had AP rounds equipped. It was probably gonna survive. That Sherman's gonna survive because he retreated that squad. Over here on the right side, white phosphorus being dropped on that tier 4 structure, but I still think he's gonna be forced to retreat by that machine gun bunker. AT gun firing on these Shermans as well. Allies are being oddly aggressive for the right side, honestly. I don't understand why 3 of these American players are desperately fighting over this munitions point when clearly their teammate needs help setting up a triple cap over here. Just triple cap these guys. There's not that much defending over here. They only need to dedicate enough forces to these VPs to hold them and send everything else to help set up a triple cap. Sherman's pulling back away from this Panzer Shrek blob. They're so... oh my god. So asking for that to happen. And there go those 2 Panzer Grenadier squads. Ostwind going ridiculously deep is dead. That was a rather silly thing to do. And Kugelwagen trying to keep some forces over here at bay, and it seems that the Allies have finally managed to set up a triple cap. Paratroopers and everything over here on the left side. Grenadiers are trying to get back control. 1 squad of paratroopers has to retreat away from being pinned by a machine gun in this building. Wow, there's a lot of machine guns over here, actually. Jeez. There goes all Allied infantry. Sherman's getting pushed back by a Panzer Shrek blob as well, and the triple cap looks like it's going to end. But they are knocking a lot of victory points off the board. It's a 300-point lead. That is a huge lead. Man, these riflemen need to stop right-clicking into a bunker. Where is the smoke? And what is the objective? I don't even understand what they're trying to accomplish with this mass suicide, this repeated mass suicide into one machine gun bunker. Doesn't seem to be working very well, whatever the intent is.
Target secure.
Volksgrenadiers have failed to take the center VP, and things look like they're going to return to the situation they were in pretty much for the entire 20 minutes that this game has been. The Allies holding the right side and overextending themselves to the right. Axis holding the left. This lone US player generally struggling to take control of this point. We're going to see a further Axis or Allied attempt to take control of the right side. That bunker will finally be destroyed. Apparently 3 Shermans is what the Allies needed to overwhelm this defensive position. There is a Panther over here. And these riflemen are going to go even deeper. Like, what is even down this road except for the Oster base? Where are they going? Okay. Here comes the glorious rifle charge into the Oster base. I guess they want this strategic point. Granted, even a strategic point creates a huge momentum swing. Although taking this munitions would probably be a good idea for that lieutenant to maybe think about. There he goes. Riflemen circle towards the strategic point right here. And there's a pretty decent sized anti-tank blob looking for opportunities here in the forest. And all Volksgrenadiers are forced to retreat or wiped before even firing a shot. The Panther decides now would be a good time to move into support in this engagement. Takes a shot at the Panther, or at the Sherman. The Sherman is destroyed by flanking Raketenwerfers in the north. The Panther turns to fire on that Jackson, which needs to get out of there. Anti-tank gun and Panther firing at it. Fortunately, another anti-tank gun shot misses at long range. And Jackson barely gets to safety. Sherman hits a mine here, which destroys its engine. 2 mines, in fact. Apparently, XternalTacticalMonkey just experienced a sound bug. I assume. I wonder if all 8 players experienced it, or just him. Probably just him. Because it's not easy to reproduce, so I don't think that it's like reliable, reproducible bug. Sherman's working on the Tier 4 structure. Two more Shermans moving into support. Just massive Allied armor spam because of those fuel caches over the course of this game. And the Axis clearly cannot keep up with it. They have 1 Panther, a Tiger, a Panther. I think that's it. I think they have 2 Panthers and a Tiger and a Puma against this ridiculous horde of Shermans. Even after so many Shermans have been destroyed, the just sheer quantity just seems unending. M10 going in on the Panther over there. That's got to pull back to safety. Tiger engaging a blob of riflemen, some Shermans right here. Raketenwerfers moving up to try and assist against these Shermans. Although they should probably wait for the Tiger to force that retreat. And there they go. Raketenwerfers getting into point blank range on these Shermans for some reason. Is this really necessary? Fire! What are they doing? There it goes. 1 Sherman down. Panzerschreck blob moving up from the left side. And 2 Shermans down. Tiger's taking heavy damage from an Easy 8 over here, and a Jackson on the south flank. Easy 8 will have its shots blocked by this shrub. Tiger heads off this force of riflemen. Huge hit on those riflemen. They should definitely retreat out of there, and the Panther and AT gun will definitely kill that Easy 8. There it goes. Huge aggression by Allied tanks deep into the forest. There's not even any territory to fight for right here. They're just trying to dive into Axis units and kill everything. Another Panther, oh no, King Tiger is moving up through the forest to try and assist against Allied forces, and all riflemen will be forced out of here. Give the Axis a little bit of room to breathe. But throughout all this, the Axis continue to lose VPs and have no sign. Apparently got 2 sound bugs in one game. I guess. I don't even know.
Panther ready.
What? What? That's possible? What the hell was that? Did everybody just see that? What? Apparently the King Tiger could just drive through this like a ghost? What the hell? I've never seen that before. Okay. Well, that's new. Apparently you can just drive through these trees with the King Tiger like it's no big deal. Interesting. That makes those tank traps seem a little silly now.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Tiger destroys a fighting position over there. Will they finally be able to get this victory point under control? Probably not. Some kind of artillery getting dropped everywhere. I think that was maybe P-47? No, I think that was major artillery. Okay, good job major artillery. That was devastating. Over here on the right side, a Panther gets destroyed by a tank swarm, which doesn't look like it took any losses. If the Allies would just take this point, this game would be over. It would be so over. There's not that much defending over here. Okay, there's a pretty decent amount of stuff. Panther and Puma defending against tanks. One machine gun. Now this should be pretty easy to overwhelm on it. Beep. Tiger is getting engaged by M10s and Jacksons over here. You can fire through this forest apparently, so shots are not blocked by that tree formation. Riflemen are attempting to damage the engine with rifle grenades. There's the engine damage. That's a lot of rifle grenades. And apparently they're going to continue chasing. King Tiger doesn't have a whole lot of health remaining right now. Stuka coming in on these riflemen is way off target. They're all flanking around behind to try and steal these Raketenwerfers maybe, but they're all going to retreat to safety. Continue chasing. King Tiger having trouble rotating its turret. Oh no! That was a huge hit by the King Tiger right there. But the M10 is moving up to try and seal the deal. And riflemen firing rifle grenades on its rear armor. Bring it low. And Jackson finishes it off with a shot from the front. But the Jackson does go down to the Panther. This Panther may take out a Sherman in exchange as well. There it goes. Jackson and Sherman exchanged for that King Tiger, which is not a great trade, honestly. Probably wanted. Well, actually, the King Tiger also killed a ton of riflemen, so it was a kind of okay trade. But it's not very good to trade like that if you have no map control. You need to at least get a little map control in exchange for a huge loss like that, and they haven't gotten anything. They're triple capped with only 37 points remaining. I think the loss of that King Tiger and the fact that they can't take any territory means this game is over. GG.
Give it to them. I need cover. Final push. Germans have 10 points left.
Allies win.